Tag TV and Tag Radio be seen and heard by both technology users and technology producers throughout the state of Georgia and around the world. Low cost, big benefits, powerhouse online branded video and audio has arrived. Tag TV, Tag Radio, there's a lot more to know. This edition of Tech Talk is brought to you by GlobalSpeak.com, new media consultants, corporate video and audio communications, video and audio production and distribution, live and virtual event production. Tag TV and Tag Radio is a service of GlobalSpeak.com, creatively delivering powerful marketing, video, and audio solutions. Why? Why should technology companies be paying attention to the U.S. Hispanic market? Headlines from 2010 census are clear and unequivocal. Hispanics are the population growth engine in the United States. Did you know that from 2000 to 2010, it grew 43%, while non-Hispanic white population growth was, well, essentially flat. Hispanics accounted for over 50% of the growth in population in the U.S. during the last decade. Greetings, everyone. It's Thursday, January 5th, 2012, and this is Tech Talk with Technology Association of Georgia President Tino Mantella. Up to the Tech Talk, the buying power of Hispanics set to rise from $1 trillion to $1.5 trillion in the next 5 years alone. Find out why technology companies looking to improve brand awareness or penetrate new markets can no longer ignore this dynamic new business market growth opportunity. Tino Tech Talks Hispanic Market Growth with Dr. Dirk Schroeder, Executive Vice President, co-founder of HolaDoctor, the leading provider of culturally appropriate communications, programs, and business solutions to the U.S. healthcare industry, and an associate professor of global health at Emory University. Dr. Schroeder has lived and worked in over 75 countries and is fluent in Spanish and Indonesian. His accolades include Professor of the Year at Emory and a Fulbright Fellowship, among many others. From the Internet divide myth to the explosion in mobile platforms, the challenges and opportunities and how best to engage this rapidly growing U.S. market segment, and more. The Tech Talk goes Hispanic, and Tino speaks with industry market expert, esteemed academic, and dynamic entrepreneur Dr. Dirk Schroeder, Executive Vice President and co-founder, HolaDoctor.
Dr. Schroeder, thank you for joining me on Tech Talk today.
I'm happy to be here.
Let's jump right in and talk about the community that you focus on, the Hispanic population, and of course we have a technology audience listening in today, and talk about why technology companies should be paying attention to that marketplace.
Sure. First of all, it's the population growth is the simplest place to start. So the 2000 census that came out a few months ago actually found that the Hispanic population grew by about 46% over the past 10 years and actually accounted for over 56% of the entire population growth in the country. So this is tremendous growth, and among children and teens, these statistics are even more striking. There are a number of states where over half the babies born are to Hispanic moms. So the population and the demographics is one element. The other is the growing purchasing power. So the Hispanic population in the United States has a purchasing power now of over $1 trillion. And to put that in perspective, that's actually larger than the entire gross domestic product of Mexico. So this is a large and fast-growing population with an increasing purchasing power. And what we're finding is that technology companies that offer direct-to-consumer type solutions, obviously Hispanics represent a large commercial segment, and then for those technology companies that are developing solutions for businesses, it's likely that those businesses also are trying to do a better job engaging Hispanics, marketing their products, and selling into this demographic.
Well, since it's new and it's growing, I know there's diversity of the population, and certainly in the range of all kinds of demographics, including income levels. But I am imagining that brings forth opportunities, but also challenges in respect to technology solutions, not just for Hispanic population, but also for any other type of multicultural group. How would you respond to that?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So there's, I think, been both challenges as well as opportunities. And the space that we're dealing with most is in the healthcare arena. I think a lot of what we've learned over the last 10 or 12 years is applicable to other segments. But for example, in healthcare, Hispanics have higher prevalences of certain health conditions like diabetes and obesity and other chronic conditions. And in part as a response to that, for example, the Affordable Care Act has specific provisions that require the delivery of culturally and linguistically relevant care. So this opens up a whole realm of possibilities for health information technology companies, or just technology companies in general, that are looking at healthcare reform and the growing opportunities within the sort of chaos of healthcare.
Now, as a founder, as I understand, of the company HolaDoctor, talk about how what you've learned about how to best engage the Hispanic community, and in what ways technology can help with that engagement.
Sure. One of the ways that we've been successful at working and delivering solutions to the Hispanic population has been through a close working partnership with Univision Interactive Media. Univision is the largest Spanish language media company, of course, and their interactive media division manages their website as well as their very fast-growing mobile platform. So we've been working with them for about 10 years, and as of 2 years ago are their exclusive partner for health information. And what we've learned in working with Univision and our other few hundred clients is that in order to engage Hispanics around the topics of health, we really need to utilize their interest in celebrities and sports stars. I think some people are calling it sort of infotainment or health entertainment. And this is really an important aspect of engaging the Hispanics. The other is, as you know, there's quite a diversity. I think you mentioned there's quite a diversity within the Hispanic population, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Mexican, American ethnicities. And what technology allows is the ability to deliver highly personalized, multilingual, and really culturally tailored information at the individual level, even at large scale. And so this is really the asset and the benefit of using technology to deliver these culturally appropriate solutions, which, sort of before these very scalable technology solutions, it's really impossible to have a multilingual doctor sort of going door to door and meeting with all of these folks. But we've developed a number of solutions that allow a very personalized experience for the consumer.
And would you say that do you have proprietary technology, or are you a user of technology that's figured out how to best deliver that to market, or a little bit of both?
We're a little bit of both. We develop our own technology solutions. We've got a technology platform called HolaDoctor.com, so we've got a B2C destination site. We have a very strong technology division that develops those content products, and we've got another product called Medieta that's around the area of diet and obesity. And through some randomized trials funded by the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, we actually found those culturally appropriate programs to be twice as effective as bilingual, but not culturally optimized information. So that's one area. The other is we're working with many clients, including many here in Georgia, WebMD, Adam, a number of others, the American Cancer Society, to take what they have and not only translate it, but also culturally adapt it, adding content, assets, and even features to their existing technology, which makes it more effective in engaging with the Hispanic population.
Well, there's talk about the internet divide, and would I be correct in assuming that there may be some of that needs to be addressed with the Hispanic population? And also, how does that tie in with some of the new technologies like mobile devices, mobile platforms? And I'm assuming that would be a helpful tool that wasn't available, 5 years ago or what have you.
Yes, that's exactly right. Yeah, traditionally there's been what's referred to as a digital divide with technology and the Hispanic and other multicultural populations. In the last few years, there really has been a lot of catch-up. Hispanics, many of them have access to computers and laptops, so that divide has narrowed quite a lot. Really the most exciting area for us, though, is mobile. You can sort of see on the street, and most people are generally aware that, most people have a mobile device. Hispanics, like everyone, use that profusely. But I think what many people are unaware of is that Hispanics, as a percentage, actually a higher percent have smartphones and Internet-enabled phones than the general market. And even more interesting, the Pew Research Group did a study about a year ago and asked, have you ever used your mobile device to search for health information? The general market was about 15%. Hispanics was 25%. So it's really a very widely used mechanism and mode of accessing information is through the mobile device. I mentioned our relationship with Univision Interactive Media. We found, and we've got a mobile version of our programs with them as well, that about a third of our users are exclusively using the mobile platform. So this is really very fast-growing. Hispanics are very receptive to text messaging. And based on that, we've partnered with a number of mobile technology companies, which are also growing very quickly. We recently co-authored a white paper that's available on the potential of mobile health for Hispanics and calculated, for example, if we could just increase medication adherence by 10% among just 10% of Hispanics, this would decrease the cost of diabetes-related healthcare costs by $183 million annually. So this could have potentially very large impact, and we think really has exciting potential.
So exciting company. Are you a Georgia-based company, and what's your profile of the company look like now in terms of number of employees? And if I were to ask you, which I will ask you, what's your kind of the future vision? Where will you guys be in 3 years from now? What will that look like?
Sure. Yeah, we are Georgia-based. We're founded here in Atlanta. We do have an office in South Florida now, and a growing number of clients actually in Latin America. So we're expanding. We've been working nationally for quite a while. In terms of employees, wasn't ready for that question. I would say we've a core employee base of about 30 or 40 spread around, and then in our translation and cultural adaptation division has contractors. We actually do not just Spanish, but 32 other languages. So we've got a large number of experts in translation and cultural adaptation of applications that we work with as well. In terms of
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
No. In terms of the future, we're really focusing on a number of areas. 3 primary areas. One is growing this health information technology business. We've just launched one of our goals as a company is to increase healthcare access for uninsured and underinsured Hispanics. We've just launched a health discount card with another company called Envision RX and Univision, and that's rolling out at the beginning of the year. And we'll actually it's a free program that'll give Hispanics, under and uninsured Hispanics, the very lowest prices on medications. So that's exciting. We're really excited about that. And the other major area are wellness programs in Latin America. So we've got a growing number of clients in Mexico and have developed wellness programs for employers and health plans in Puerto Rico, Mexico, and we've got a program in Chile as well.
If our members want to get in touch with you, what's the best way to reach you? What's your website and other ways to connect with you?
Sure. Our corporate website is HolaDoctor.net, so that's HOLA, and then doctor spelled out .net. And probably the best phone number is 678-520-4131, and you'll obviously see all that information on the website. And we'd love to talk with some of the folks listening about how we might help them grow their own businesses in serving the Hispanic population.
Well, this is our last call before the holiday season, before Christmas, and so wish everybody happy holidays. And Dr. Schroeder, thank you for joining me on Tech Talk today. Congratulations on your work, and look forward to hearing more about you in the future.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.